Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is DG. Hello, and I will be reading tarot for you today. Right now, we are going to get started with Virgo for March 2022. I am reading the Kawaii Tarot deck, the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and the Crybaby Tarot. If you feel positively about the video, please give it a like and give the channel a subscribe. This is Virgo, March 2022. Whoop. Okay. No more, please. No more, please. Oh, well, that is what it is. Wow, did you guys see that? That was cool. Whoa. Okay. Well, right away you got the Chariot, so I don't even know what to do with that. You got the Knight of Swords, Virgo. The Nine of Pentacles, great card. The Magician and the Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of cards, Virgo. You got a lot of cards. Wow. It looks like somebody's little guides have something they really want to say to you. All right, so that was the Kawaii Tarot, Virgo, and now we're gonna pull some Crybaby Tarot. Ooh. Okay, that's too many, obviously. All right, Virgo. Let's keep this here, let's keep this here, and let's put you at the end. All right, what do we got here? We've got the Chariot to the Knight of Swords, to the Nine of Pentacles, to the Magician, to the Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Following that, we have the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Empress right underneath the Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So things that jump out at me right away. You've got the 4 to the 5 right here, okay? So right away, the Chariot. Whatever's coming in for you, Virgo, in March 2022 is coming in quickly. It might even be a person. Listen, I ask for general readings and I get love readings. I ask for love readings and I get career readings, okay? So this has to be a lover's card. This has to be a love reading. I'm sorry about that. I just totally shook the whole table. As you can see, I'm not in my usual locale. So I apologize for the aggressive green. Okay, we're good with that. All right, so you've got the Lovers, you've got the Empress, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, Magician, and the Chariot when it comes to major arcana. So let's start there, right? Let's do it like that. I usually try to line these up, but you've got more cards than usual. So clarifying your Chariot and the Knight of Wands, you have the Lovers. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. You're going to meet a Knight of Swords. I'm picking up an air sign. Virgo, are you going to be meeting an air sign soon? Or maybe you are an air sign rising. The Knight of Swords, haste, action, and charging ahead. The Knight of Swords is a card of strong forward movement, indicates a rapidness, restlessness, and a just going for it attitude. The Knight of Swords could represent a specific person in your life with these traits, or you may want to hold them at arm's length away if you are the emotional type. Ooh, very interesting. The Knight of Swords is a positive person to have in your life, willing to fight for her ideals, but she is not the warmest or the most caring. Okay, and then you have a Lovers, which I think is very apt because Virgo, I don't know if you're a very emotional Virgo, but in this image of the Lovers, we have our crybaby here holding her blueprints. Dude looks like a ghost, all right? He's been stabbed in the back with an arrow and she's holding on pretty hard. It also looks like he's going to heaven. Maybe he died. Well, anyways, so it feels like Virgo, you might be meeting an air type personality that is insensitive to you, and you really like this person, or you want to spend more time with them, but perhaps you find yourself easily jaded or put off by some of the things that they say to you. As we go ahead forward, let's see what develops from this Chariot card. So up next, you also have the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. So let's start with the Two of Swords because you have a fair amount of Swords cards. We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Ooh, 4, 5. You see it, Virgo? You see it? So let's start with that Two of Swords. Excuse me. Let's start with that Two of Swords energy. Swords contain great change and swift movement. Life purpose and spirituality are some of the core purposes of the sword, as well as business and higher thinking. The swords are also a representative of the ruling class. Well, that's not a bad thing. All right, so the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, Virgo, represents hard choice, stalemate, and truth. Well, the Two of Swords represents a balance of all equal forces. Like all two cards, it is the form and the suit of these swords. These are powerful forces that you may have a hard time jumping over as mental hurdles. You may be finding yourself in the middle of a tough decision. Hello, did somebody say the Lovers? Sorry. With no clear outcome or fair ending, truly open your eyes and ask yourself, what do you need to end this stalemate? The resolution will bring peace to you. The Two of Swords also represents a barrier that we create to protect ourselves. Whether you are guarding your emotions, oh my God, yep, that's you, guarding your emotions, keeping up a charade. The fact of the matter is you can only pretend that everything is okay for so long. This is you, Virgo. If you are entangled or you are the insensitive Knight of Swords in your reading, you are being faced with a decision. Like, I feel like you really like this person, or maybe you want to really like this person. Again, I asked for a general reading. And you have put up this wall. You've put up this little wall called the Two of Swords. And now you're being forced to make a decision. It looks like, though, once you decide, clearly decide what you want so that it comes for you. Because once you decide, Virgo, this Chariot energy will bring it into you quickly. And you want that. We all want things. We want instant gratification, right? Especially if you're a millennial. All right, so moving forward. So we have the Two of Swords and the Empress, clarifying this energy of the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. Let's start with this Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles represents comfort, a solitary happiness, and luxury. This is you, the Empress, Virgo, in your own reading. This is like you stepping into the Empress energy is a direct positive consequence of you embodying the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is good, Virgo. You're an earth sign, you know, you're like, hello, yes, I'm an earth sign, please recognize my grind. This is you being recognized, and it's about more than recognizing the amount of work that you've put in, because, you know, for some people, good things are bestowed upon them. But Virgo, for you, this is a direct result of your actions. Good things come to you because you did good things. And don't let anyone take that away from you. And you know how I know that? Because your next card is the Magician. You went out there and you were casting spells, and you're like, boom, manifestation, boom, affirmation, boom, good things, they'll come to me. And they do, again, highlighted by you having the Empress. I'm really sorry if you can hear them doing that construction outside. I have no control over that. So Virgo, you know, what really throws me off about this whole, though, energy of yours would be ending this little thing. You have the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, 4 and 4, and then the Five of Swords. That is how I know this is a direct succession. It feels like you must go through one final tribulation in order to have your Wheel of Fortune turn, which is good. I'm always a big fan of turning the wheel and watching the cycle move. The Four of Swords. Rest, observation, and preparation. Virgo, is new love coming in for you because you've been working really hard and now you've earned a moment of reprieve? I say that because your next card is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups after your Four of Swords is coming as a warning. If you have earned yourself a great rest, do not let yourself get caught up in a daze. Okay, let's say you are a teacher and you're going on holiday, you spend the whole summer drinking wine, and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. And then you just drink a bunch of wine and you're really happy, but you're like, man, I went through 20 bottles of wine this month and I didn't do that thing, and now the sale's over. Just do not let your rest get you carried away, Virgo, because yes, you've been working really hard. Yes, you've had to make some tough decisions. Yes, you've stepped into your power. You're receptive to new love. You're open to new opportunities. Love representing love, family, friends, pets, workplace, our coworkers. But you are like right at that, you're at that penultimate, excuse me, oh my goodness, Virgo. You're at that penultimate point that comes right before the cycle changes. Oh, and now it makes sense. Okay, so this cycle's going to change, but when the change is initiated, it's going to come in really fast, Virgo. I'm telling you, wear a belt, put on sneakers, because you're going to want to be ready for this, okay? You're going to want to be prepared for what's coming next for you. Okay, your last card here is the Five of Swords, which is very interesting because if you're opening your reading with the Chariot and the Lovers, the Five of Swords is showing me that you are coming out of this March period with your pride being challenged and avoiding an option of defeat and avoiding an opportunity of defeat. Virgo, I feel like Virgo, you've been the type of person that really kept your hands busy in this past period, right? But you've been avoiding the questions of the heart and the questions of the mind. And as we enter this March period, you're going to have to confront those. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. You are the Empress. You're over here with your little, I don't know, box full of donuts, which is like, who doesn't want that? Oh, these are like little donut people, and she's gonna eat them. That's interesting. But it looks like a good little donut person. Well, Virgo, it looks like you're about to start eating donut people. But I want you to look at yourself, Virgo, in this reading in our Crybaby Tarot. This is where you've come from. Like, you can tell how youthful she is when she steps into her queen energy, because look how much her hair has grown. Look at how the colors have changed. Look how she's blossomed into the person that she wants to be. Virgo, that is where you're ending up next. Blossoming into the person that you want to be, but do not make the mistake, Virgo. No one, this is you. Like, all me, Drake song, all me. Like, you have your support network. You have the people that believe in you and support you. But Virgo, you had to work really hard to get to this Empress point. You know, some people get really lucky. Some people are really fortunate. You are fortunate, and you have also had to work for it. And there is a sense of pride that comes in with working with it. And I feel like this card in particular, this Five of Swords, is going to come into you as a warning, because, you know, do not rest for too long. Do not let yourself overindulge, because your pride, your sense of humanity will be challenged. It will become like a disputed point of discipline for you. So let's remember that at the end of all of this, Virgo, you're going to have a Wheel of Fortune moment. The cycle will turn. Remember, we cannot stop this wheel from turning. But we can control how we react to the situations that bring us there. So remember that when this cycle change comes, when the cycle is initiated, Virgo, it's going to come in so fast. And you're going to go through so many periods of growth and elevation, and it's what you need, and it's what you've been working for. Let's pull an advice card for you. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was easy. Your advice is the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, look how these two are kind of like running toward, well, this one's running, and this one's coming in with like a careful cup. So it looks like, Virgo, your offer of love, your decision, that's the crazy thing. Your decision will lead you to an offer of love. And maybe it's not long-term, but it is the right energy for you right now. You are the Empress. You are the embodiment of all the queens. You have here for your advice card, put a little bit more effort into your physical realm. You, being the Empress, have the Queen of Pentacles energy within you, and for this to come up in your advice card, that shows me that you just need to give a little more attention to this energy, just a little bit more investing in your security, your neighbors, the people around you, because boy, oh boy, when things come in, and they're coming in fast, you got the Chariot, you got the Knight of Swords. Swords, remember, represents swift movement, spiritual acceleration, also like representing as we raise ourselves to the next status, the hierarchy of life, Maslow's theory of self-actualization. And then also balancing this swift movement and the contributions that you've put out is coming a Knight of Cups, right? And these are two very balanced energies. They are both knights. They are equal on the playing field. Be wary not to let this person pass you and to let you pass them, because you are both of these energies, and you are this, but you are the Empress. So remember that the Empress uses all of the energy available to us. Hello, the Magician, using all the resources available to us to create balance and desire. Much like Temperance shows us how to use the resources available to us, the Magician shows us the resources that we can use. Right? You have all the magic at your disposal, Virgo, and you are the Empress. But remember, do not lose focus or sight of the material decisions that you've had to make for yourself, right? Supported by the Lovers and the Two of Swords. And remember that when things come in quickly, and they will, remember what brought you here. Remember that your resolute decisions brought you to this Knight of Swords energy, which is what's bringing in that Knight of Cups energy, right? Everything plays into itself. The things that we put out are the things that we bring back in. Virgo, this is a really great reading, but it is a reading that comes when we are not yet done riding through the night. But you, at the end of this March cycle, you're coming into the Wheel of Fortune, and you're not even going to be ready for it because it's coming in as the Chariot. You know, one day you're sitting at home, and the next day everything is different. And Virgo, I'm so excited for you because I feel like you really need that energy. You know, you're like, I've been working so hard, I've been so careful, I've been wearing my mask, I've been following all the rules, but now it is your time. It is your time to demonstrate to yourself everything that you have to show for it, Virgo. I'm quite excited for you in this March period. If you liked the video, please give it a like and give the channel a subscribe. My name is DG, and it was a wonderful pleasure reading for you again. Goodbye, Virgo. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.